and welcome to PA Harness Week. I'm Sharla McBride. Some of the biggest and best races this week came from Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, where the James Lynch, Max Hempt, and Ben Franklin finals all took place, some in historical fashion. We've got photo finishes and fantastic racing across the board. Let's take a look at the headlines. It was an incredible night at Pocono. We had another world record time performance and two other spectacular races. You'll hear from all the participants next. Plus, I'll talk with track announcer Jim Beviglia, who has the privilege of calling the races with the world's best horses. And here at Harris Philly, we have a showdown between Put On a Show and Andrew Vett. We'll also head to the Meadowlands for the Titan Cup final and the Invitational Pace. If you want to see some of the most talented horsecasters in the industry talk about harness racing, well, you're tuned into the right channel because it's all coming up right now on Comcast Sportsnet.
Oh, they go! Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily. Underway. Starting fast outside here is Brent Messenger to the early. 15-5 before the halftime. Just over 3 to go. At the top of the stretch.
Well, hello out there in harness racing land, and welcome to another edition of PA Harness Week. I'm Steve Ross.
And I'm Heather Moffat.
And you are looking good as usual. Ooh. You know, I'm in sort of, you'll check me out, I'm a little into a Zorro Ninja kind of thing right now. But that's because I have a problem with the way people dress in the summertime, men as opposed to women. See, if I go to a black tie affair, I got to wear a jacket and a cummerbund and a bow tie and whatever else, and you could go to the same affair all open and cool, calm, and collected, and it just ain't right. So today, I 86 my jacket, right? And she wears one, which totally blows me out of the water completely. But that's neither here nor there. Now, let's talk about what happened Saturday night, because this is getting to be a habit with what's going on at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, because they just have racing that is just off the charts.
Yes, okay. Well, next to fashion, okay, which we started out the show on.
And fashion is your passion.
That's right. Harness racing is right there in a dead heat with fashion. So the Ben Franklin final, oh my goodness, $500,000 were on the line. In this race, I could talk about every single horse because they are all so talented and because I love to hear myself talk, but the show is only half an hour, so...
And speaking of fashion, let me just interject this. I know anytime Heather Moffat goes to a live racing event, she is dressed to the nines and dressed to kill. Did you disappoint Saturday night?
You're all going to see because there's lots of interviews on today's show and you'll be seeing what I'm wearing.
So it's a mega show with Heather today.
Huge.
Which is all good for you guys out there.
Okay, yes. All right. Let me just tell you about the two elimination winners in here. We got number 2, Betterthancheddar. He won his elim in 158.3. Then the 4 in here.
I think it was 148.3.
Did I say 158?
You did, which
That's
would have made
I'm
50 lengths difference. It's only a mere 50 lengths difference. Don't worry about it.
I hate when he corrects me in like front of everybody. Okay, then with number 4, Arakasha Hanover. He won his elim in 148.1.
I think it was 158.1.
George Brennan drove both of them to their elim wins, right? Now, George takes Betterthancheddar, who took a little bit slower in the elimination.
Maybe he's got a cheese fetish.
Maybe. We're going to find out. Did Georgie make the right choice here?
We will see. Is going to take him to the quarter-mile marker in 26 even. We will see. Dictating things early here for Pierce. Going to try to slow it down. Betterthancheddar is not going to let him. Here he comes first over for Brennan. Inside third, Mears. Hanover is a speed duel. Rages up front. Erica Shea Hanover is fourth, followed there by Rockenkamp. Betterthancheddar still hasn't cleared here. It's Razzle Dazzle sixth. Further back, Clear Vision to the outside. Then Rockenkamp and Better Sweet. And finally, Betterthancheddar makes the front. The half is 52-4. No way! Betterthancheddar with the lead. Off stride went Mears Hanover. We will see still in the pocket. Here comes Erica Shea Hanover first over. Following the cover on the outside. Foiled again is looming large. Razzle Dazzle coming up the pylons. Clear Vision into contention sixth. Betterthancheddar has the lead. Erica Shea Hanover grinding him down as they come to the three-quarter pole in 120-4. 4, 28 even third panel. This is going to be one for the books here. It's still Better Than Cheddar. Erica Shahan over his outside. We will see his third from far back. Clear vision. Top of the stretch now. Better Than Cheddar still has something left. Outside Erica Shahan over. We will see. Coming up with the pylons. Better Than Cheddar, and we will see Better Than Cheddar.
Better Than Cheddar, who was the 6-5 favorite, got the seat early on in the 3-hole. We will see. He grabs the lead. First quarter, 26, but then here comes Brennan, okay? They do not call him the Minister of Speed for nothing, right? He pulls the right line, gets this cheesy horse up to the half in 52-4. Ooh. There's a little bit of pressure from Erikash Hanover, and then also We Will See. He's coming on strong at the end, but Better Than Cheddar, he wins in 1:48 flat. Matches the fastest time ever for a pacer on a 5/8 mile oval. I was there on this fabulous evening to catch up with the connections of this winning horse. We're going to start with George Brennan first. George, I just watched an amazing horse race. I know you wanted to win, but a world record, did you expect that?
No, I didn't even know what the world record was. We were just going in trying to win the race, and like I said, I had to make that move to win the race, and Better Than Cheddar took over from there. He answered the call. He answered the call. I had to drive him hard, and he answered it and won a great race.
Casie, this race really puts this horse in the big leagues.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Those are some real good horses. Obviously, We Will See is a monster. RHH Hanover's been great. That was a good foiled again. That's a wicked field, and he just beat him, so I'm pretty happy.
The big question is, really, is there anything better than Cheddar? I'm a big Swiss fan myself. What about you?
I've been a fan of this horse since he was a baby when I first bought him, and the whole way training down, I've always praised that he was the best, fastest horse I'd ever had. He made me eat my words a little bit because he wasn't doing so good early as a 3-year-old, and a lot of people were torturing me about it, but he's coming through now.
Thank you, George. And Casie, congratulations on a big win in a $500,000 race against all the big free-for-all talent in town. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to have more action from Mohegan Sun and Pocono Downs. Not only did they have this $500,000 race, but they had 2 supporting races. How about this? One for $250,000 and one for $300,000. No big whoop. Don't go away.
Bolt the door now going to have to face off with Hurricane King Cole.
Welcome, good old Sunday. No love when you don't come. Welcome, son. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to your place in the sun. Welcome to your place in the sun.
NF Quotable got
Why do so many winners travel in EB trailers? They love the ride. EB Pacesetter trailers deliver your horses in peak condition, ready to race every time. Designed to provide safe and comfortable transport for standard-bred racehorses, EB's Pacesetter Series trailers are the preferred choice of professional standard-bred trainers and breeders nationwide. All EB Pacesetter models feature custom standard-bred options and excellent airflow and aligned interior sealing to keep your horses fresh and comfortable. Every EB trailer has commercial quality componentry and riveted sidewall construction engineered and designed to stand up to constant and rigorous horse and road use. And a sleek aerodynamic nose design that also delivers improved fuel savings. More winners ride with EB than any other trailer. EB, setting the pace in standard-bred horse transportation.
Hi, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. Hope your 4th of July was good. Was yours good?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It's a great holiday.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
We hope yours was the same as well. Well, we're not finished, as we promised, at Mohegan Sun and Pocono Downs. 2 more big stakes. The Max C. Hempt Memorial is coming up soon. A little tease. But for right now, the $250,000 James Lynch Memorial Pace for the best 3-year-old pacing fillies in the land. Number 1, American Jewel, who was the top of the Lewis poll, who won her Lund for Fun, then got the 1 hole to boot, was about 1 to 1 million with Tim Tetrick. Number 5, Economy Terror with Brian Sears, was 10 to 1, and the other 7 were given about as much chance as Hornswoggle of pinning Big Show.
Up top is Shell Escape. Made the lead from the tough outside post. Hits the quarter in 25-3. What a start. Shell Escape setting ridiculous fractions early. From third, here comes Economy Terror. Sensing weakness in the leader, brushes right by for Sears. Shell Escape back to second, followed by Dorina Hanover. American Jewel, the 1-9 choice, still sitting fourth, not making a move yet. Then around the turn there, Destiny's Chance fifth, followed by Saran and Blue Chip. At the back, Lightning Page, Marty Party, and Major Look. The half 54 even, 28-2. Second panel, not much let up there. And now it's Economy Terror by 2. Here comes American Jewel. Quickly brushing, sliding into the pocket there, Tetrick. On the outside now, moving into third, Dorina Hanover gets into the pocket, is on the outside. American Jewel taking on the lead. Further back, Destiny's Choice, and also moving up, Saran and Blue Chip. Economy Terror and American Jewel have hooked up at 3/4 and 1:21-3, 27-3 third panel. It's American Jewel. Economy Terror not giving in. Dorina Hanover right behind the top two as they come to the top of the stretch. American Jewel, now Tetrick asks for more. Economy Terror fighting hard, but American Jewel is taking over here. Outside, Dorina Hanover lunging, not gonna get to American Jewel.
Well, American Jewel got away fourth and sat till the half when Timmy right lined the horse and went by Economy Terror for fun, who was a really nice animal, by the way. She just sort of sat on the outside until she waved goodbye, winning in 1:49-2, matching her season's mark and record from last week in the Elim. Number 3, Dorina Hanover off at 25-1 with Yannick Gingras was second, and Economy Terror finished at tiring third. We caught up with the connections, the winning driver and trainer, Tim Tetrick and Jimmy Takter, about their big win.
Timmy, this was definitely not the way I expected the race was going to go. Tell me about the race from your view.
Well, I knew there would be some speed in there. I knew they were going to try me, especially with the rail. A lot of the outside horses can get the angle, and it kind of worked out the way I thought it would. So my mare's very versatile. She can race on or off the pace, and she proved that tonight. She's just a great horse.
Yeah, I've heard that you said you not only like driving her, but you love her. That says a lot. Why do you think she is so great?
I just give her a lot of credit. She's done everything I've ever asked her to do. She's so very, very fast. And, you know, it's just an honor. The great mares don't come along that often, and she's one of the great mares, you know, up in the top. I don't know what the top number would be, but she's right up there and one of the best ones I've ever driven. So it's a privilege to get to drive her.
I have a lot of respect for all the other horses. It's a lot of good horses, and you know, what can you say? I mean, no, she's just a special horse. You know, do what you're doing outside, and you know, it's a tough race.
This weekend is just another day for Jimmy Takter, right? He's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. Tell me what that means to you.
It means a lot. I mean, you know, we had a great run, and you know, it's such an honor, and I'm very, you know, grateful for great owners and great horses and great people have been around. So I mean, it's not just me; it's a lot of people that helped me on the way.
Thanks, guys, and a big congratulations to you. Okay, the $300,000 Maxie Hempt Memorial pace for the best 3-year-old colts out there. And with all that action, here's Heather.
Okay, we've got 9 really great pacers here, but we're just going to review the 3 Elim winners. They happen to be the 3 favorites as well. Number 3 is Hurricane King Cole, the big 3-5 favorite last week, a world record performance out of him. He's kind of like the it glamour boy right now, along with, you know, big name Sweet Lou, who we'll see in the Meadowlands space soon. Okay, anyway, I'm getting way ahead of myself. Okay, the 1 is Bolt the Door, super impressive in his Elim as well. He's a second choice in here. And then number 5 is I Fought the Law. Definitely talented, but he's 10-1. Just didn't work out like a really impressive effort last week like the other 2 guys who were the first favorite and the second choice in here.
The quarter 26-2. Here comes Bolt the Door. Has that early speed and now taking over here for Mark McDonald. Sears tried to make it tough on him there with All-Star Legend, but Bolt the Door gets to the lead pretty easy there. A Rocknroll Dance third, followed by McAttaboy. Hurricane King Cole at 3-5 is fifth. There he goes first over, giving cover to I Fought the Law and also Hillbilly Hanover at the back. I Like Dreamin' in 1 through 10. But it's still Bolt the Door on top of the half in 54-4. 28-2 second panel electric pace here. Bolt the Door now going to have to face off with Hurricane King Cole. First over for Tetrick. coming up fast on the lead. Meanwhile, tight in the pocket, All-Star Legend. Outside, I Fought the Law, having a hard time keeping up with the cover of Hurricane King Cole. Boxed in fifth, the Rocknroll Dance also moving up on the outside. Hillbilly Hanover, Bolt the Door still with the edge. 3/4, 121-1, 26-2 on the back. Bolt the Door trying to hold off under the intense pressure of Hurricane King Cole. Now to the outside, a Rocknroll Dance coming up 3 wide. All-Star Legend still in the pocket. Top of the stretch, it's Bolt the Door with the edge. McDonald trying to get him home. All-Star Legend inside, outside, a Rocknroll Dance trying for the stunner. A Rocknroll Dance is up in time.
A Rocknroll Dance. Now remember, this is a horse who had a huge season as a 2-year-old last year, but then came back this year. Going into the Hempt, he had like 1 win out of 5 races. Well, he leaves out of post position 8, gets right in the 2-hole behind the early leader, who's All-Star Legend, right? But then Bolt the Door, he ends up getting to the half, takes over. Here comes Hurricane King Cole. Like, this is who everybody's waiting to come first up. Yeah. Bolt the Door really stayed game for this battle, right? And next thing you know, Rocknroll Dance is like coming out, finding some light. Home, 26-4, wins by a neck in 148-3. Bolt the Door and All-Star Legend, they hang out. Second, dead heat. Yeah, were you going to say that?
I was.
Dead heat for second?
No, you know what the irony was? I was listening to Yannick on the phone during the week, last week, and he was talking to somebody, and he said he was not real happy. He said because a Rocknroll Dance and Foiled Again both got the 8-hole. Well, that worked out pretty good. We'll see what happens with Foiled Again.
That's right. And we're going to talk to Yannick right now, by the way. Yannick, are you as surprised as I am?
Not really. You know, I mean, like the horse, like I said, he's got so many excuses, so many weeks in a row. You know, everybody was kind of doubting him a little bit, but I know he's a good horse. He, you know, he's proved it last year, and the year didn't start out the way we wanted to start. That's for sure. But you know, there's still a lot of races left.
Give me a little play-by-play with your thoughts about the race.
You know, I didn't. I expected it to be more speed, to be honest with you, out of there. Only 2 of us went out of there, and I figured Brian would try to. I mean, my horse lost the respect that he had early in the year, so I figured Brian would try to put me in behind him. So we didn't fight. We just took our punishment, got in there, and I figured Mark would go back to the lead, which happened. No, the race kind of played out the way when the gates won, the way I saw it coming. And Hurricane King Cole coming first up, big third quarter. I was hoping that I thought the law was behind him. I was hoping he'd fade, and he did. So we got lucky. We found some room at the top of the stretch and took it from there.
You own a lot of horses. In fact, I can't think of many horses you don't own a little piece of. Okay, but one of the reasons is because you love this sport. Why do you love it so much?
Well, I just married Teresa, who's over here now, and we decided when we met each other in 2006, it's time to get involved in a big way, and she enjoys it and I enjoy it. We come to all the big races. We fly to Mohawk. We fly here. And we come down to HarnessWeek, and now we're here. It took us 4 hours to get here today from Long Island. But it's interesting to say that we want to be with the best, and, of course, we had Muscle Hill, which really was the best, and his babies are being sold this year. And we buy into the horses we think are good, and not everyone works out. And look at Chapter 7 yesterday. He became a top horse. And last year was a complete disappointment. And Rocknroll, we want to discuss his last 4 races, which have been completely, and that's why he went off at 20-1 or whatever he went off at today from the 8-hole. But Jim put it together, and now we're on to the Meadowlands pace.
Thank you, Yannick and Jerry. Don't dare go anyplace. You know why? When we come back, our lovely Sharla caught up with the voice of Mohegan Sun and Pocono Downs, Jim Beviglia. She'll find out what it's like to call all these incredibly fast races, and also action from right here at Harrah's, Philadelphia. Don't go nowhere, huh?
Now Brian Sears says go with the Double Millionaire Put On a Show.
Welcome, good old Sun. There ain't no love when you don't come. Welcome, son, welcome, welcome. Welcome to your place in the sun. Welcome to your place in the sun.
Hi there, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. It's another exciting adventure into the world as we delve into harness racing as only we can delve into it. Right, Ben?
That's right, babe.
All right, good. Good stuff. Okay. All right, our lovely Sharla McBride caught up with track announcer Jim Beviglia of Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. Jim is a super guy and a great race caller. Here's that interview.
Goo Goo Gaga by a length in 150 and 4. That's not even possible. Goo Goo Gaga.
Jim Beviglia has been calling races at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs for 5 years. His recognizable voice echoes throughout the track 5 nights a week here as he brings excitement and passion to every start and every finish.
The great thing about the racing, or the way it is right now, is that every week we're seeing new track records, new world records, and you sort of reset the standards every week.
Jim has called thousands of races at Pocono Downs, but there is one race in particular that stands out as being one he will never forget.
Breeders' Crown, obviously, they were all amazing, and the very final race, Rocknroll Heaven, who was just an amazing 3-year-old pacer. I just remember the excitement, and when he got to the 3/4 pole, I think he got there in something like 1:20 and 1, which was just a ridiculous time. And I even, I just supposed to be professional up there, and I just said, "Are you kidding me?" on the air when I saw that fraction. So that one will always stand out. People still talk to me about that.
Rocknroll Heaven clear by 2. 3/4, 119 and 4. 26 and 2. Are you kidding me here? Rocknroll Heaven is out here by 4 full lengths.
What's the most challenging thing about this job?
The challenging thing, I guess, is just to come with that same enthusiasm every single night. But again, the quality of racing is such that, it helps me to do that.
He's untouchable. He's unbeatable tonight. Rocknroll Heaven, a coronation of the Breeders' Crown final.
The races are so great that all I have to just sort of be is just not get in the way of those races because they are so great, and the excitement will just sort of build itself. But just bringing that enthusiasm every single night, even for a non-winners of one trot, because it means a lot to those horses and horsemen out there.
Growing up just a few miles away from Pocono Downs in Old Forge, Pennsylvania, this job has been a dream for Jim since he was a boy.
My dad was actually a teller here when Pocono Downs opened back in the 60s, so I was coming here as a kid. So for me to get this job, it's kind of like a dream come true. I never thought, this would be sort of my destination, and to have this opportunity, it's amazing. But yeah, I've been watching since I was a kid. I've worked at Pocono in some way, shape, or form since 1997.
The voice of the Poconos, Jim plans on being heard for many years to come. For PA Harness Week, I'm Sharla McBride.
And now action here at Harris Chester. Friday's 10th race was for fillies and mares, winners over $25,000 in the lifetime, and the purse was $30,000. Only 3 horses got bet in here. Number 2 put on a show with Brian Sears, the even money chalk. Number 1, Andrew Vett, the hard knocker with Tim Tetrick, was 9-5. And number 4, Royal CC with Ron Pierce was the 2-1 third choice. And with the call, here's our guy James.
Brian Sears says go with the double millionaire put on a show up to within a length and a half of leader Royal CC, 5/16 from home. Ole Miss has 3.5 lengths to make up, wide of a laboring Don's Legacy. Now Ole Miss begins to flatten out 5 lengths from the leading group. 2.5 more to a driven Miss Annie J, wide of Best Around, and 3 lengths last is Melissa's Fancy. 3/4 in 123 and 4 at the top of the stretch. Royal CC's a neck in front. Put on a show turns up the pressure, and they throw down at the 150. Put on a show took over from Royal CC. Andrew Vett driven to stay on, make it up to be second. Put on a show.
Well, the punters nailed this chalky exact and tried cold. 2-1-4. Knock on the door. It was that easy. Put on a show wins in 150 and 2. Andrew Vett was second. Royal CC was third. And don't you dare go away. When we come back, we're going to go in the bike up to the Big M, the Meadowlands. We'll check out the Titan Cup final for 200 grand with the best trotters around, free for all and variety. And also a big invitational featuring Golden Receiver. Don't go away.
And Specialty Rocks, a quick move now from Golden Receiver back to the top here.
Mohegan Sun, off-track wagering. Allentown, Carbondale, East Stroudsburg. Always leave happy.
there, and welcome back to another edition of PA Harness Week, along with Heather Moffett. That will be her because she's pretty and stuff, and I'm here for balance. It's our edition of Beauty and the Beast, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Although I thought I was looking pretty good in my Zorro Ninja thing going on today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It is time now to go in the bike. As promised, the Titan Cup, $200,000 on the line, and the best free-for-all trotters in the land. Number 3, Chapter 7 with Tim Tetrick, who looked dominating in his prep. Just a week ago was the 1-5 chalk. Number 4, Arch Madness, always tough and well-traveled, was 3-1 with Brian Sears. Number 2, Winning Mister with Andy Miller was the 8-1 third pick. And we had 2 scratches late for 6 scratches. It was Big Rigs and Lucky Charm Hanover. And here's the call of the Titan Cup final from the Big M.
So Winning Mister trying to steal it on the lead here. Chapter 7 right alongside of Arch Madness. And Winning Mister hits 3/4 in 1:23 3. 28 seconds of that third split. Winning Mister at the top of the stretch in front. Chapter 7 is coming to call with a length and a half to make up on the outside. And here comes Chapter 7. He is charging hard and he goes right on by for Tim Tetrick to the lead. Winning Mister second. Arch Madness coming on towards second. DeJarmbro is fourth on the outside. It's Chapter 7.
Chapter 7 sat third and waited almost till the 3/4, just sort of lazing around, dawdling, waiting to make his move before Timmy Tetrick right lined him. Once he did that, Chapter 7 won by a couple in 1:15.4, tying his world record for a 4-year-old trotter on any size racetrack. Arch Madness was second, Winning Mister was third. You think that was all? You would be wrong, because we got another race Saturday night for the Big M. It was an invitational. It was fast. It was hot. It was exciting. And naturally, with that one, here's Heather.
All right, we're switching gates here. We have the Pacers. The purse is $35,000. Number C, Golden Receiver. He was kicking back, taking names earlier in the year. Last 3 starts not hitting the board, but he is back at his home track, and he is the favorite here. The one is Won the West, and not the same horse as he's been in the past, but you don't make $3.9 million unless you're winning races, right? And then number 7 is Specialty Rocks. This horse is like the invitational specialist, all right? Like, if you do not put him in the trifecta, it makes no sense. It's like running over a box of donuts with a Jeep. It makes no sense at all.
Into the stretch drive. Golden Receiver by 2. Versato's all out. A.J. Corbelli trying to track down Golden Receiver, but Golden Receiver is looking golden indeed. He is back, and he's back in a big way.
Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Golden Receiver.
The guy who ran the donuts over with the truck. That's who said that.
I'm so over those donuts, okay? All right. The 7-year-old, the Golden Receiver, does more than just shake and roll over. He leaves hard. Versato, he gets to the front. Golden Receiver takes the front back, but then here comes Won the West. Gunning first up. You know, there's 2 horses that take shots at Golden Receiver, but the big dog stays strong, wins in 148 flat in the bike for the lifetime mark is Corey Callahan. Now, and
doesn't he drive Goo Goo Gaban or whatever?
Goo Goo Gaga. See, I'm loving this because I call Corey Callahan the Golden Boy, okay? And he wins on Golden Receiver. Nice. A.J. Corbelli was second. And third went to Specialty Rocks.
Okay, I know you folks are out there saying, where's Kelly in her picks this week? Well, she got the week off. She's worked here about 10 minutes. She already got a week off. What's up with that? But you'll be back here next week on the show, as we will as well. And for all of us here at PA Harness Week, including the lovely Bruce Casella looking at me right now as we speak, and my partner Heather Moffett, Sharla McBride, Kelly, and the rest of us here, I'm Steve Ross. Have yourself a great week. Take care.
Oh my God! Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily. Underway. Starting fast outside there. Messenger to the